And then if we go along, we'll just have a look at the blocks. So we see the stone and the wood. Oh, okay. The wood slabs combine to make a different block. So we get that nice little cheat of an extra block there. The texture pack we're reviewing for Throwback Thursday is another re-review with the Faithless Texture Pack by CubeCraft Games. It's currently rated 4.7 stars out of 5 stars from 2,554 reviews, and it currently costs 990 mine tokens. And it says explore the vibrant world with Faithless and begin your adventure. Colourblind friendly, cute and fun textures, awesome mob variants, beautiful blocks featuring some 3D models, wolf variants and armadillo textures, supports 1.21 tricky trials update, created by Stitch Sprites, and it also has a changelog which says it's been updated to 1.21, has UI changes, tweaked various item textures, made some blocks 3D models, tweaked various mob textures, added variants to many mobs, and tweaked lots of block textures. Let's get this texture pack re-reviewed. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, The Dasman, and we are back in a brand new creative world for the Faithless Texture Pack re-review as requested by channel member Chip. Thank you very much for using your channel member priority suggestion to get your texture pack suggestion bumped up to the top of the list. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy this texture pack review, please do leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below with your opinion, your feedback, your review, or just any clarifications or suggestions that you may have. And please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Help the channel get to 6,000 subscribers and beyond. I would greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to help out the channel a little bit more directly and potentially get yourself a channel membership priority suggestion like Chip did, then please do consider becoming a channel member or a Patreon member as well. Get your name in the description, potentially get your name at the end of the videos. Support the channel financially, help me make the content that we make on this channel, on Dasman Reacts and on Dasman Plays. Links to both channels down in the description as well. Lots of stuff for you guys to do, some stuff for me to do. So let's put me on the left hand side and let's get the GUI up on the screen as my voice decides to break. Then there we go. So with the Faithless Texture Pack by CubeCraft Games, one of the main unique selling points, shall we say, or just unique points in general, is that this texture pack is supposed to be colorblind friendly. So I welcome anybody who may potentially have visual impairments such as color blindness or just visual impairments in general. Please do get down in the comments, help us know what you see in this pack. Does it help? Is it good at what it's claiming to do? That would be awesome for other viewers to see your experiences. You are very welcome in the comments. Please do give us your experiences. And apparently we're reviewing this at the right time because it's being or has been updated recently to include mob variants, to include fun and cute textures. I don't know, I'm kind of waffling here. It's also been using 3D models, it says on my screen. I lost where I was on the screen, that's why I was stumbling. So we should hopefully be able to see some of these variants and see some of these models. Hopefully, no promises. That should be enough time for the GUI, so I hope you liked what you saw. And we're here in the Minecraft world. We're here in an ice biome slash spruce forest slash this is the world kind of thing. We can look up at the sky. We've got very subtle clouds, almost like watercolor blurring, or I was going to say shading, but that's a awkward word to use with texture packs. Off in the distance and not much going on in the sky. We've got the sun there as well, which is an actual cube. I believe we're just at a really bad angle. That's neat for CubeCraft Games, I would assume. And it's kind of difficult to see water, but over here we've got water. So we'll start there and have a look at the water. We don't have much going on in terms of the water. There is an animation. It's a very slow animation. I had to take a few seconds there to work it out, but there is an animation there. Very, very soft, very slow. The world definitely feels vanilla. It feels like Minecraft. It's not reinventing the wheel. you're looking at it, there isn't too much change going on in terms of the colors, in terms of what you're seeing. It's all quite nice, to be honest with you. You get that vanilla experience. We're going to obviously see some things here today when it comes to the mob variants. Let's see grass as well. Just look around. I'm not seeing texture variations, but they don't claim it, so that's fine. I don't hold it against them. Very fast animation, almost too fast in my opinion, for the seagrass. Not one that we would normally mention. This is weird here as well. What are you? Seagrass coming out of the water's got the bit, it's like the bottom of the seagrass is moving but the top isn't. That's a very weird thing that we wouldn't have normally seen. If we head over here, try and find ourselves some mobs around. Aha, so we've got cows. Now I have to be a little bit careful here. I'm not 100% sure what the different cow variants are in the Minecraft game as vanilla because of the new update, but let's see what we get. So we get brown, darker brown, lighter brown. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, these are awesome, and then they just end up being the vanilla textures. There's quite a few different variations here though. I like the horns. Okay, I'm going to reserve judgment on that. Let me know down in the comments. I haven't experienced enough gameplay of the Spring to Life update to know what the vanilla textures are. I'm constantly using, whether it be actions and stuff or whether it be kingdoms. I'm not 100% sure. They don't feel vanilla though. I like the variations. We'll see how it goes. Let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to be corrected or just have the truth given to me there. Do we have any pigs or sheep around? So it's not a pig or a sheep, but there are wolves. And it did say that there are wolf variants here. Now, obviously, Minecraft have added their own wolf variants too. Very weird that I'm not getting any variants here. Is it biome-specific variation then? Let's see what happens. Again, we'll take this out to the ice spiky area. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we have got a few. It looks like it might be biome-specific. That's going to be harder to work out. They're grey. I'm not the biggest fan of biome-specific variation. I get it, but I also like variation within biomes as well. But that might just be me. I don't know. Got some foxes here as well. Where are those pigs, sheep, or chicken? And so as we fly over this river here, we can see the birch trees have changed. We'll see those more in the armory as well. Let's get down here and see what we can see. So we got some flowers going on. Not bad. Not terrible. We got something over here. We got some sheep. Awesome. Let's get these out here. So, the sheep. I'm not a big fan of the eyes of the sheep here. That 2x1 pixel texture, very weird. It kind of makes them look like they're looking in two different directions, which is a bit weird. I mean, we can shear them. We get that kind of a patchy design. Not consistent on the color though. That's a disappointment. Obviously, you want that to be matching, not be white on the base of everything. Is it the same for the black sheep? It is. I don't like that. I do not like that, I'm afraid. That's a shame. We've got chicken over here. So we've got the more roostery looking chicken. We've got the white chicken. We've got the lighter chicken and then the darker chicken. Now, these do feel like base vanilla Minecraft. So again, like the cows, correct me down below. Enderman, will see you later. Correct me in the comments. Are those faithless chickens or are those Minecraft chickens? So all we're waiting for now is a pig. But while we wait for that, let's go here and let's get ourselves... No, we're not going to start with a zombie horse, Daz. That's not how we do it. We're going to start with a few standard horses. Just spawn a couple of them in. They look clean. They do look quite clean. There's not that obvious blur around the eyes. Bit of blur when you look at the patchy shading of the skin and the body, but no weird blurriness around the eyes. Okay, not bad. Let's grab ourselves a skeleton horse. Alright, I've got a baby one there as well. So no variation, it looks like. Can you get me off this? Thank you. No variation. Quite a nice bone. White and grey. Okay. Before this sets itself to nighttime, do that as well. Very rough today because we're rushing it through. There's a lot to look at, a lot to look around for. It's taking a while. And then we've got the zombie horse. Quite standard. Not much going on there, which is a shame. Is a shame. I suppose the last thing we need then is a pig. So can we get that pig? Okay, so we've got the pigs here now then. Finally found them. So we've got two. Got the bright pink. We've got some dirty pigs. Got a darker pig. Okay, they don't look too bad either. They're okay. They do the job. I mean, what am I thinking so far for this first section? It's not a perfect pack, let's be real, okay? There are certain things, certain nitpicks I will say that I don't like. I mean, that seagrass animation was a bit weird. I don't like the color of the sheared sheep either. Try to say that 100 times. But, I mean, I'm very interested to see what people who have visual impairments say. I can't say that word. Visual impairments say. Because obviously if this pack is doing amazing for people with visual impairments, then I'm willing to forgive practically everything if it's doing good for accessibility. So that's going to be a key one. So let me know down in the comments. Let's go and find ourselves a village and let's go and see what villagers look like. So we're here at a village. We've got one of them snowy villages going on here, and immediately the first thing I'm seeing is, with all of the snow around, it makes the world feel so bright. And the world does feel very bright, in fact. Like, I don't know if I've been doing a lot of darker and drearier texture packs going forward or recently, but it definitely feels quite bright. Let's have a look at the iron golem first, I think. Get around here. Okay, some detailing going on there. Almost like chiseled iron blocks going on. I like the flowers on him. I like the eyes as well, and the two-color nature of the kind of eggshell white and then standard white. Any variations to the golem? No. Okay, I don't really know what made me think to look, but no variations. We go over here, we look at the crops. Crops a little bit blurry. Oh, nice animation on the lantern there, though. I wouldn't have seen that. Okay, and then we got the planks. We got the logs. Not bad. Hello, mate. How you doing? Love your jacket, mate. Jacket is awesome. No diversity, it would seem. That's a shame. Especially when a pack is so big into accessibility. I would have said that variation would have been key here. Very vanilla-esque as well. Not reinventing the wheel here at all. That jacket is absolutely snazzy though. I kind of want to go to a different biome. I don't know if this is going to work because of where we are. But if we head over... Yeah, let's head over into this direction. I just want to see if we get biome-specific villages. But that's one thing I don't really check enough, is whether or not biome specificness happens and biome diversity. Don't want to call a pack out for not being diverse, and it is. It's just not what I would expect. Doesn't look like it though, really, does it? Maybe different outfits, maybe not. But no actual diversity there. That's a shame. I would like to see that added. Maybe they can do that in the next change. Let's get some diversity in Minecraft. It's a must for me. It's like a non-negotiable, really. Let's set it to nighttime now, and let's see what the hostile mobs look like. So the sun has set off in the distance, and we've got the moon coming up. And again, it's another cube for CubeCraft Games. Again, I'm assuming. But looking around, so we completely change it up, right? We don't have that bright feel anymore that we had over there in the snow. At night, it is definitely darker. The clouds pop that little bit more. They're a little bit more visual, a little bit more visible. Simple sky. But let's get a night vision potion. Throw that away. And let's see what we're playing around with here then. So, who's going to be first up? And remember, arachnophobia warning, there are spiders. It doesn't look like we're dealing with much realism. So it should just be Minecraft spiders, which isn't the worst, I believe. But just bear that in mind. Over here, so we're seeing a creeper who wants to end it all. Oh, hello. There's a bamboo creeper. Oh, that's a flowering cactus creeper. Hang on. So, oh, and then we've got a standard one. So we've got creeper variations. That's weird. This guy's got some TNT in him. Okay. Is that 3 variants at least? All right. Anything over here? Is it biome specific. Yeah, look, there's bamboo there. So bamboo in the forest. A bit more darker there too. How many different variations are there? Now, I don't know if this guy only appears in this biome. We didn't have him appearing in sand. But some of the rest are all appearing. So maybe it's a biome specific one. If not, I like the variation though. The variation is cool. This is definitely a death trap here. But yeah, I like the variation. Big fan of that. Over here then, we've got a standard zombie. So let's spawn a few of these. I was a bit worried it might have been a zombie villager. Lots of spoilers for the armors. And just different outfits. Just different walks of life here. Okay. Quite basic. Very vanilla. But the variation is adding a ton there for me, in my opinion. Where are those spiders and skeletons? That would be great. I don't mind vanilla if they add their own twist to it, right? If I'm just re-reviewing a vanilla pack, or reviewing in general a vanilla pack that's pretty much base copy of what vanilla is, then that's boring. I don't like that. But you add variation in, or you add a few little creative flares in, I'm a big fan. There's a skeleton over here as we're rambling. So skeletons not looking like we've got any variation. Not even biome specific either. Quite that, see, that's quite vanilla-y basic, except they've added on the, I call it like a satchel on the back for the arrows. I don't know what it's called, arrow quill, I don't know. But yeah, that's a nice addition to it, which just takes it that little step above base vanilla. But yeah, I mean, it's quite basic. And then the spider, get a few of these out here. So there straight away we get a skeleton on the back of a spider. And no variations from the spider. Again, very basic. They've changed up a few things in the eyes, but it is very, very basic. There's some stuff to like here though. Like the variations to the creepers, to the zombies, very good. Very, very good. But very basic though. Still, like they're not reinventing the wheel. Let's head out to the ocean. And let's go and see what an ocean monument looks like. Right then, so we're above the ocean monument now, but before we go and have a look at the ocean monument, we're actually at a mushroom island as well, which I never see. Like, this is so rare for me to ever see one of these, so I want to go and have a look. We've got the mushrooms, we've got the mycelium. Do we have any mushrooms around at all? That would be nice to see. There's some clanky generation going on here as well, because we've got grass spawning here too with the mycelium. So that's like a never-ending fight that's going to constantly happen. Just bear that in mind, game. Aha, here we go. How you doing, guys? So here's the mushrooms. Nice big mushrooms up there as well. No variations. Very red. I like that. Would you not get brown mushroom cows then? Are they just standard brown cows? I don't know. That's weird. Okay, let's head back to the monument. So we're going to head underwater for the monument, and I really like that prismarine brick. I do. I like the top of it. The side of it, I've seen it before, but I like the top of that. I'm getting also old school, I always call it Game Boy graphics, but like it just, I wouldn't be amiss of seeing this in an old Mario Game Boy game, or even a Pokemon Game Boy game. And it just brings back nostalgia. I think the seagrass is still a bit too fast. The kelp not moving at all. Got prismarine, which is definitely changing color. Fair dues. And then up here we've got a sea lantern. Nothing too crazy going on there. The kelp kind of looks nice in its roughness over there. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Let me know. Let's pop this open. We've got an elder guardian here that we need to have a word with. How you doing, pal? How you doing, buddy, old pal, old buddy? Let's get around here. I was hoping you're going to turn around. Oh, he's bloodshot-eyed. I saw that. Bloodshot-eyed. You haven't slept in a while, have you, mate? I understand. We got the eggshellish white and the blue color of the spikes. Not bad. Not bad. Nothing too crazy going on there. For a standard guardian, looking like dark prismarine. Nice little detail. Good orange spikes going on there. And this guy gets some sleep. He doesn't have bloodshot eyes. And then last but not least, we've got the drowned. A bit of 3D going on there on his head. With the seaweed on his head. I like that. Bit of a basic face. bit more 3D going on the outfit. Do we have any variation? Can you let me pick you, bro? Thank you very much. Oh, one guy had a trident. No variations there either. It's a shame there's not been as much variation as I would have hoped, but it seems to match the vanilla variation. Although the creeper had some good variation, and so did the zombie. So it's a step up from matching vanilla variation, but maybe not as much as I would have hoped. I think that's the fairest assessment I can give that. Let's head underground and let's go and look at a trial chamber. Alright, so we're in the trial chamber now, and I really like this kind of bluey copper that they've got going on. It's not quite too green, although that doesn't look like that's updated. Or is it? It could be. Maybe it's a bit rough. It looks very rough. Very rough. I'm seeing the tuff though. The tuff looks a little bit more polished. Oh, it has definitely been updated. Look, because it's a bluer one. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Alright, very rough though. But the tuff looks nice, a bit more polished. I like this bluer copper as well. What else do we have going on around here? So we got the copper grating. That'd look really nice in the blue. But whatever this is, the trial spawner. Okay, yeah, not too bad. And then if we hover over here, we got some breeze. No variation on the breeze. Quite basic, very vanilla. I feel like it misses an opportunity by being so vanilla, but maybe it's doing something. Again, I still welcome those comments, so get yourself down in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. Let's head over to the armory and let's see what everything looks like. Alright, so we're at the armory then, and let's have a look at how the world generates. Nothing really jumping out as being too crazy, too different. All kind of feels very standard. Immediately though, look at the slimes. We've got blue, purple, pink. Love that. That's amazing. Red is there as well. Oh man, yeah, I like that kind of variation. There's a slime here. You're not wearing a helmet. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. You're not wearing a helmet at all. Why has he got a crown on his head? Maybe he was wearing a helmet. That's so weird. Okay, I've just put 100 slimes. Alright. We've got the cherry blossom trees here. A little bit darker than I would have liked. I would have preferred a bit brighter, maybe a bit more like that. But I like it. I like the falling leaves. I like that. That's not bad at all. Very nice. And then the rest of the trees will just fly through real quick. So we knew that the birch trees had a different color. But other than that, it's very vanilla. The pale oak tree, no change, which means the creaking won't be updated either. So it's not updated for the pale garden. Got dark oak here as well with some vinage. Okay. Mangrove here too. We can see those wood variants there as well. Awesome. Over here we see the doors. Not bad at all. They don't, I mean, the middle copper ones kind of look a bit rough. Again, I like that blue though. I really do. And you got the beds, the carpets, and the trapdoors here. Beds are alright. I like them. I like that little bee one there as well. Wasp, bee, whatever. The creaking hearts, yeah, they're not updated because of the pale garden. And then you've got the ores and the precious blocks. So, this is where I'm probably going to show some ignorance here. But it was my impression or my understanding that to help with colorblind impairments, you have different designs on each of the ores. So they're not recognized by color, they're recognized by designs. So we have the iron, the gold, the diamond, the lapis lazuli, the redstone, the coal, the copper, and the emerald, for anybody who might be wondering what they are. I like it. I mean, some of them are blurry, like that iron one's a bit blurry, but they are more built into the stone. Like that redstone one, I think that's awesome. The stone peeling away to like reveal the redstone block underneath. I do like that. Netherite there looking a bit more polished. Cool. We've got, I was going to say seamless glass. It's not seamless glass. I stand corrected. Good colors though. Consistent. And then if we go along, we'll just have a look at the blocks. So we see the stone and the wood. Oh, okay. The wood slabs combine to make a different block. So we get that nice little cheat of an extra block there. Always a nice touch. Like chiseled wood. That's good. That is good. I do like that. And then you've got, again, very polished for some of these. The stone. The sand and stuff look a bit rough. But the stone look nice. Oh, and it works over here as well for the sandstone slabs. Yeah, okay. The granite gives you granite bricks. Hey, I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. That deserves to be shouted out. Not actually, I was going to say it's not every block. It does look like it's every block, actually. Every block has a alternative slab design. Look at that. That even looks nice. Okay. Creative. Kind of a dark prismarine-esque there. Very nice. Okay. Not so much apparent for the tough slabs. Which makes me wonder, was it updated? What are you? Polished tough? No, it definitely was. It definitely was. Why then have they not done it for tough brick? Weird. Weird. But I like it for everything else. That's a great effect. And then, I mean, we're collecting cows apparently. How you guys doing? Looking at the rest of these. So the TNT looks like it was created by AI because it can't spell TNT. But I think that's more because it's in Minecraft language. I like the workbenches. These are nice. Okay. Not getting a ton of 3D blocks going on here, which is weird. But okay, cactus is quite bright as well. I like that enchantment table. That's good color for the enchantment table. And then let's head in here. So we've got the paintings. We've seen these paintings. I think they're base paintings, to be fair. Drop down here. So it doesn't look like copy and paste weapons. We'll see as we go along. I do like the touch of adding a leaf to the wooden weapons. Always nice. The leather armor. It's a teeny weeny beanie. Not bad. The color. Oh, okay. I've not seen that before. Keeping the leather but going two-tone with it. Okay. Not my favorite design, but I rate the uniqueness of that. Very good. Up and down. So we've got the stone tools now, and actually copy and paste seems to be looking like it might be. For at least stone to iron. Chainmail, massive belt, limited transparency. Over here we got the iron. Okay, now again, so they look different. Iron to gold looks different. Okay. Good color. Quite standard armors, not much going on there. Got the weapons here for the gold. Now gold here, this could almost be deemed copy and paste from leather. I like the red added in though, I do. Just it looks a bit too similar to what colored leather looks like. But how often do you see colored leather? That's a moral thing, I think, in terms of whether or not you consider that copy and paste. Because how often do people color their leather armor? Why have you got leather armor? I don't know. Anyways, up and down. We're going to go over here. We've got diamond now. Quite a straight sword. It's the hilt bit, or like that bit there, that they're changing consistently. The diamond armor, very basic, though. Good color. Netherite up and over. Again, I kind of like that color design. The gold. Yeah, alright, that's not bad. It's not awesome, not perfect, but it's not bad. For some elytra, heavy blur on the elytra, but I like the color. I like the trident. The shield is quite basic, very basic. Carved pumpkin. The mace, the heavy core, the bundles, nothing really going on there. Let's put the pumpkin on, which I always mess up. Alright, you look a bit like a derp, not gonna lie to you. But the visibility, I mean, that's practically not even... That's definitely not blacked out, right? You can definitely see through the darker areas. Very good effect. You won't feel bad taking that into the Nether, in my opinion. And then last but not least then, let's turn it into survival. Not really a custom UI. Custom text and font, or custom font, but not custom UI. We'll break that as well, as that slime wants to kill me. But yeah, that was the Armoury. There's some good stuff here. I really like those slabs. That's an awesome effect, an awesome design choice. Well done, CubeCraft Games. Let's head back to the Nether then, and let's see what's going on. Right then, so into the Nether we are heading. Nothing really going on when it comes to the title card. Let's see what goes on. Let's get out of here. We're in what looks like a basalt delta. Quite a prominent magma block going on there. I like the basalt. Very nice. Not much, I mean, a good fog. Good fog, in fact, actually. Very good fog. Let's just spin around a few times, make sure that it's loaded in. That is a very good fog. Takes away that render distance a little bit. Just makes you feel a little bit more enclosed. Let's head into the blue biome, the Nylium, the warped Nylium. Every time got to check it. Thank you very much. Now, how does that look in terms of the fog? So the fog turns more purple here. Okay. Not many mobs around for us to be looking at. Quite a safe journey through the Nether here. There's an Enderman there. Well, you'll get your time later. Netherrack. You got one Netherrack, two Netherrack. So we've actually got block variation on Netherrack here. Didn't notice it too much in the overworld. But that's really nice. That's almost like glazed terracotta in its design. That's really nice to me. I think that's really good. Okay. Yes, winning back some brownie points. We've got some zombie piglins over here. And some brutes. Wait, there was a zombie piglin. There we go. That feels a bit rough. The brute, though. I see you, Mr. Unibrow. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Looking very warrior-y. I feel like that slime was wearing a helmet, you know. But oh well. What else do we have going on? Fly through round here. Now, this doesn't seem to have any like flying ash around, which is a shame. I thought that was built into Minecraft, but it must have been a texture. Got a ghast up here. Frying, very plain. How you doing? Can I spawn a couple more in, just see if we've got any variations? No, no variations there either. That's a shame. And the magma cube doesn't look like the magma block, so that's also a shame. So it wins a few points, takes a few points back again, quite simply. Let's go and find ourselves a fortress. Alright, so we found ourselves a fortress here, mixed underneath some Netherrack, next to some basalt and warped Nylium. Let's pop up here. I'm not seeing variation in the bricks, so it looks like it's only Netherrack that had it, really. But we do have a blaze. Hello, mate. Quite standard. I absolutely hate magma cubes and slimes for how loud they are. The blazes are quite standard. Good hot color, but just standard, really. Pop round here. Do we have any wither skeletons around? What's that? Looking like a mouth or something there in the Netherrack. Eyes as well. Ooh, very weird effect. Bones. The variation on Netherrack is really good. Let's pop over here. There's got to be a bit more exposed, surely. Maybe not. What have I done? Oh, no. What have I done? There's no exposed fortress down here. Hey, Enderman, how you doing? Pop back this way, then. Have to go up here, I think. Thank you. How you doing, guys? Any wither skeletons around? Alright, so the wither is spawning in, powering up. Looks like we've got some markings going on. Nice big explosion. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I see. You've gone for an evil face. Okay. Hey, again, vanilla shape, but they've added in their own flair to it. He seems to like it. He's like a cat. If I fits, I sits. I see you. I'll give him a hit there as well. Not bad though. Yeah, the shape's kind of staying base vanilla, but they've added enough, in my opinion, for it to be their own kind of design. So that's cool. Let's head to the end now, and let's see what the Ender Dragon looks like. So into the end we go. We're not only going to be looking at the Ender Dragon here, we're going to be looking at the Enderman as well. So let's put some respect on their name. I've already noticed that there is a ton of variation. So you've got a dapper Enderman here. I'm going to spawn a few in. We've got purple tip Enderman. We've got like kind of a lighter body Enderman. Purple tip. We've got red tip as well. Not bad. Got a waistcoat Enderman here as well. Oh no, he's more cloves, shredded cloves Enderman here. I like the variation. I do. Not the most like reinventing, but I like the variation. I like the different eye colors as well, giving you that weird feel. I like the jet black void. It's nice here in the end. Let's go up here. Let's see what the end crystal looks like. That's a nice effect. Just explodes. It's not actually doing anything, but that's a nice effect going around. And then the ender dragon is here. She's got a bit of a purple, bit of a blue to her. Okay, that's not bad. Does anybody know why the tail... Thanks, I was talking there, Andy. Does anybody know why the tail of the ender dragon is always broken for me? Or is it supposed to be cut off like that? Very weird. I'm not sure. I don't get it. But also, let's see the shulker. Quite plain. How you doing, buddy? Open up for me, please. We need to see the basic one. Not really much going on there. Come on, open up. Thank you. It's quite standard. Not much going on. The Enderman and the Void looking very good, though. Let's go and find the Ancient City. Let's see what the Warden looks like. And let's give this my final score. Alright, so we are in the Ancient City then. Let's light this up. And I like that blue. Okay. I like that blue of the skulk. Oh, sorry, mate. The kind of lighter and darker blues mixed in. Quite a nice animation as well. The gothic nature of the bricks. Very good. But yeah, that looks really nice to me. Like, I think that's really good. And it's not just because my hair's blue. My favorite color's red. Okay, but that looks really nice. I do like that. Let's just keep having a little look around, see the world in its gothic nature. That was a scary face. There's a few horror-y elements to this. Not a lot, but there is a few, which is really weird. There's a different style of redstone there with the deep slate redstone. Again, just kind of bleeding out of the block. That's nice. Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so the Warden is about to spawn. Very weird spawn there, how he spawned in. Oh, it's a bit too base vanilla there. Although, hang on a second. You've got the transparency of the chest. That was making a really weird feeling. As you flew around, just being able to see the spine move. Very weird. But other than that, it's very vanilla, which is a bit disappointing. And so, what am I going to give this texture pack out of 10? I mean, I think what I just said about the Warden is probably a fair fit. There is some change, but there is also some disappointment. And I expected a bit more variation in the mob, sorry. But there is good variation in the mobs. I just wanted more. I'm greedy. But they've definitely kicked off to a good start. There are some good design choices as well. I really like the fact that the slabs give us separate blocks as well. I liked the Wither. I like the Wither skeleton. So it's definitely a lot better than worse, if that makes sense. And then also, I'm still waiting. Well, I say still waiting, I haven't posted yet, but it's also going to be key to see how people with visual impairments take to this pack as well. So by no means do I think it's a bad pack. It's a vanilla pack, and yet I'm still positive about it. So it's strong. Like, I don't like vanilla packs at all, really. So in my opinion, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. It's not the strongest 8 you're ever going to see, but it's also not a perfect pack. And it's also not a 7. We need to respect it, in my opinion. So I think CubeCraft Games have done a really good job here. And they've updated it not too long ago, I don't think. Potentially could be more updates in the future, I hope. These kind of packs definitely need to be supported. But first things first, CubeCraft Games, get some diversity in the villagers, please. And if there is diversity there, turn it up a bit. That would be great. If you enjoyed today's texture pack review, please do leave a like on the video. Thank you once again to Chip for using his channel membership priority. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And please do hit your comments down below with your opinions, your feedbacks, or your reviews, or even your suggestions. Throwback Thursday is completely viewer decided. I have a list of packs that you guys have asked me to review or re-review, and we're just working down the list. I make no decisions on Thursday. You guys get all the blame. It's awesome. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would also appreciate that. Thank you for watching, everybody. Peace.